going to talk about how we can tackle difficult intervals. You maybe get to a particular point in your song where you're really stuck because it could be like a huge jump between notes. And the ones that I think that people find the scariest is when you're going up the way. So say for instance if it was an octave leap, like something like something like that. That's difficult. First of all, I'd like to say well done in that you're listening to my advice of high quality practice, not just singing the song over and over and over and over and over again. There's going to be bits in your song that are far more difficult than others. So the high quality practice means honing in and really focusing in on these difficult passages, wherever they are, and knowing how to deconstruct them, to practice them in a very accessible and easy way. And then you just kind of reconstruct it back into part of the song, and you'll be surprised at how, like, if you isolate these difficult parts of your song. Sorry, they'll knock my little microphone thingy off. I'm gesticulating wildly here. You'd be surprised at like how that can make a difference to when you pile it all back into the song, when you build it all back up again, and sing the song again. It can make a huge difference, like relatively quickly. So say for instance, I'm just saying a common problem would be octave leaps like that. So for reference, that was note C4, middle C, going up to the C above that, which was C5, if you wanted to use reference notes on your piano app. So the first thing that I would do, for me, I would probably go behind the piano and just maybe kind of make sure I've got the notes right, but I've already used this as a reference note there. So I would recommend the first thing to do is to think about doing some siren sounds. Have you ever done that? Like it sounds a bit like if you're like an ambulance or something. Oh, I'm sorry, that totally makes me yawn all the time. Anytime I say like a low note, it makes me yawn. But what if you could try to do that, the siren sound, but sliding in between the two notes. So I think the notes that we did was but what I like you to do is to think about the siren sound sliding very, very slowly, going up to the higher note. Don't worry about tempo or anything like that just now. What we're trying to do is get a feel for where we're going. Do you see what I mean? A bit like mapping our voice. Sometimes what we mean by mapping our voice is actually mapping out where these particular notes sit in our voice, whether that's pretty low for us or if it's in the middle. And everyone's different. For one person it might feel quite low, or for another person it might feel kind of in the middle. For another person, say if you're a higher voice, a soprano, the C5 is very likely to be in the middle of your bridge. So that means that octave leap is actually going to be quite challenging for you. Don't worry about being in the tempo of the song on that just now. So we're going to go. So as you see what I mean, I was sliding very gently going up to the octave note. Your jaw, the direction of your jaw can really help as well. If you're singing up the way, working on a big interval like that, a big jump, the jaw should be traveling in the opposite direction of what you're doing. So your jaw should be going down as you're going up. If you're ever not sure, just give yourself a little bit of a rub like this. So I'll try it again. And once you feel like you've done that a couple times, and remember you can refer back to your piano app to make sure that you've got the right notes. Let's try and bring it into a vowel, the vowel that you should be doing it in your song. So say for instance that's an E, we're still sliding between the note, but we're going to do it on the vowel sound that's in the song. So I'll show you again, rubbing your cheeks just to make sure that your jaw comes down as you're going up. And then we're going to try and do it, but bringing it into the song. We're going to see if we can go into the bits of the song, but doing it really slowly. So I'm going to give you another example, guys. This time we're going to look at an Adele song, but this time it's going to be Rolling in the Deep. There's a bit in the song that goes We could have had it all, rolling in the deep. That's quite a difficult bit, especially for mezzo voices getting a bit high for them. So I would try for that bit, like it's not so much an interval, but a kind of group of notes. Let's try to do the same thing, where we are doing a siren sound sliding between the notes first of all. Don't worry about tempo. We're going to try and just do that really slowly. So it will sound a bit like this. You might need to take a couple of breaths during that. I managed to get it to the end, but maybe not everyone will be able to take a breath whenever you need it. Once we do that, we would try bringing the vowels, but still sliding between the notes. So I'll show you what it would sound like for me. And remember I was saying about the jaw relax and come down, I should go sing it up the way. So this time, I'm going to try and bring in the words, but we're still kind of sliding between the notes just so if you still feel a wee bit comfortable. So this time, it's going to sound like this. We could have had it all. So next time, we're going to do it same kind of slow speed. I think that's roughly half the speed of what the song is. Try and do it very gently without sliding between the notes, because you feel a wee bit more familiar with it now. You kind of mapped out that section. You've mapped it out in your head. You mapped it out in your voice. So let's do it really slowly. We could have had it all. So this time, guys, what I like you to try and do is like incorporate that very gently kind of into the song again. So for that bit, there's a little bit before it where it goes, the stars of your love, they made me breathless. I can't help feeling we could have had it all. Try and sing along with the song. And once you're happy with that, it's very important, once you've kind of built up this thing about tackling intervals and stuff like that, when you've got sections of it, don't just rest on your laurels and sing with the other voice being there with the original artist. You have to find a backing track or instrumental track to practice with. That's something that people find very difficult. They don't realise how much they rely on the other voice to give them the cues for what they're doing. So karaoke version or your accompanist or MP3 accompanist, those are the sites that I recommend for finding MP3 tracks. But you know what? iTunes and Spotify can actually both be really good for finding instrumental and backing tracks that you can sing along to without the other voice being there. Your action step, guys, is when you're finding a difficult interval, a difficult group of notes, is to work through my little worksheet that I'll put down.